your block. You could have world, but you're right here with your girl. And today, you heard me. I'm making something very delicious. And it is vegan. Do repeat, vegan style tuna. We're gonna make some vegan style tuna sandwiches. It's the #1 recipe. Yes, it is. But right now, we're right over here cleaning off the fruit real quick. Just cleaning up the fruit, not to make a big mess. But yeah, something I made yesterday. I didn't make enough of it, so I'm going to double back and make some more. I appreciate everybody who is here today. Thank you so mucho gracias. De la gente. Could have been anywhere in the world, but you are right here with your girl. And we're going to dive right into it. I'm cleaning up the fruits first, and then slide over here to the vegetables. So you put your baking soda and vinegar over in there, then put off. 9 times out of 10, using filtered water will probably be the best thing to do. But hey, you can use whatever you want to use as your cleanser. That's for you. Yeah, I'm just knocking out the fruit real quick. Clean it off. And then there's blueberries and strawberries. If you squeeze on top of them, it makes an amazing snack. You can always squeeze lemon on it. You can also put agave on it. When I was younger, I used to sprinkle a little cane sugar, but now I use agave. I really like agave a lot. Yep, so I'm just gonna cut this fruit in half. No harm, no foul. Get this fruit going. Squeeze some lemon on it. There we go. There we go. And then we're gonna put some agave on it. That's gonna make it real yummy. But this is just a small little snack I'm making as I am making the, and here's the agave, because I don't do sugar. So agave is one of the best things that you can do. I appreciate everyone for stopping by. Ezriyah S, meet me halfway on your block. You could be anywhere in the world, but you're right here with your girl. Right now, we just got done cleaning the strawberries and the blueberries. Added a little lemon juice to it and agave. Let me get a spoon for you. Let me get a spoon. I'm gonna stop a fork. All right. So let's hop right over here into it. Let's not stop right on keep the celery. And do that. We got our bowl. We're gonna have onion, tomato, celery, lettuce, seaweed. All of that is going to be part of the cucumber. Cucumber is good for when things are real spicy. You eat a piece of cucumber, and actually it takes the heat away. So you'll be nice and chill on your tongue. Yes, yes. So I really appreciate everyone who has stopped by today. You are amazing. This is Ezra Scott, Meet Me Halfway on Your Block, and we are getting ready to cut up our vegetables that is going to go inside of our vegan tuna sandwich. So I'm just showing everyone how we make vegan tuna sandwiches. You can either make it with bread or you can make it with lettuce, but I'm going to do my best to try to incorporate both today, so you can get a good idea of which one you prefer when you make your own. Okay, there we go. So, with that being said, we're going to go ahead and place the cutting board over here. Don't know when nobody get hurt. Put that right there so nobody get hurt. We got the onion that we're going to be finished cutting up. Got our tomato we're going to be cutting. We got our seaweed. We're going to take the seaweed apart. We're not going to cut that. Some people cut it with shears or kitchen knives. And normally I would do that too. But today I'm not going to do that. But the first thing first you want to start off with is your garbanzo beans, chickpeas. I appreciate everyone for stopping by. This is Ezra Scott. Meet me halfway on your, could be anywhere in the world, but you're right here with your girl. And we're going to rinse off the can. You know that when you strain out these beans, if you keep the liquid that's inside of here, you can make vegan mayonnaise. You can make vegan sauces, different kind of sauce. But today we're just going to pour it out. We're going to go ahead and pour it out. And these are the beans that we use for the vegan tuna. I promise you, it tastes just like the tuna I grew up with, and except for better. This is more healthier and it's better. So the first thing you want to do when you put these in here, you see how they're whole like that. There's two ways that you can do this. One way is you could take a fork and mash it down, or you could take the bottom of a can like this and smash them. I'm going to probably do the fork today to show you exactly how it could be done, and it doesn't really take that long to do. So with the fork, and we're going to mash it down. Okay. Now this is something that could be made really, really fast. It doesn't take that many ingredients, and the more cans you use, the bigger it'll be. So this right here could be for two people. This that I have in here, this ingredients could be for two people. Now, if I add another can, that could be like 3 or 4 people, depending on what size sandwiches they make. Now, majority of the time when I finish done making my tuna, I will put it on here. This will be what I put the tuna on as I fix it up with all the fixings. I put my vegan tuna on there and I eat it from here. But today I have ordered some Italiano bread. So we're going to go with some Italian bread today, y'all. So we're going to slice this bad boy open, throw it in the oven, butter it up a little bit, and see what that tastes like. Yummy. So I really appreciate everyone who's stopping by. This is Ezra Scott, meet me halfway on your block. You could be anywhere in the world, but you're right here with your girl. And today, yes, I did say vegan tuna. And that's what we are making. And there are steps that we take to make this taste like tuna, because you probably saying, how do you make beans taste like meat? Well, the same way you make meat taste like meat. The seasoning that's added to it, all the different oils, the different herbs, stuff like that. Now, it's going to take me a few minutes to smash these down, so please no, never mind. Hola to the community. ¿Cómo estás? Buenas tardes. Buenas noches. I haven't used my Spanish in so long. I'm around my familia who speaks Spanish. I understand it very, very crisp and clear. But I broke out of speaking it back to my family members, and that was a bad thing. I should have kept speaking to them in Spanish, so it'd be a habit of me speaking Espanol. all of the time estar poquito. Mi habla español poquito. Comprende mucho. I understand it very well, but speaking it is very, very little. Okay, if you're entering the room, this is Ezriyah S. Meet me halfway on your block. You could be anywhere in the world, but you're right here with your girl. Now, what I am doing right now is I am smashing up these garbanzo beans or chickpeas, however you want to call it. And once we get them mixed up, we'll start adding in all the other ingredients to make this into a tuna sandwich. It's the celery. Now, if you didn't know this, I would say it again. Celery and cucumber are two things that you can eat when you had something way too spicy and you need to kick the spice off of your tongue because it's way too hot. If you have celery, or you can get a hold to some celery, eat on some celery, or like I said, you could eat on slices of cucumber also, and they will cool down your mouth. But yeah, I'm just taking my time. And you know what? What it probably helped me mash them down a little bit easier. You want to add, I believe it's a teaspoon of lemon juice. So I'm going to go ahead and add a teaspoon of lemon juice over in there. And as a matter of fact, I like to add a little bit more because if you know that when you eat seafood normally, you squeeze lemon on your seafood. Well, the same thing when we do vegan style. That's how we keep the consistency of the taste. We add a little lemon in there. The next thing that I'll be entering into the bowl will be the seaweed. If you like kale chips or seaweed, oh my goodness, I'm with you because it is amazing. It is so good. If you haven't tried kale chips or seaweed, it is very, very good. Thank you for everybody who is in my live stream. Thank you for supporting me. I really appreciate every single one of you. You are helping my channel. You are helping my life, and we are helping each other. We're a big, healthy community of healthy, good people because we eat healthy, we speak healthy, and we do healthy things all the time. Now, if you're the type of person that likes your stuff to be a little meaty, like if this was if this was like the tuna fish, if you wouldn't break it all the way up, that's fine. But if you're the kind of person like me that don't really like the bigger bites, you take your time just a little bit more and mash it down. But as I said, after adding the lemon into here, it made it easier for me to smash it. And you could also use something as simple as this also to mash it down. Just smash it down. But I want to show people who, most people probably have a fork versus a smaller jar. I have smaller jars all the time because I have gardens and I jar a few things from time to time. And you can also put your salsa, homemade salsa, in them jars. And if anybody ever want to know how to make homemade salsa, just in my comments, make sure you drop that in there. And I got a video of me making homemade salsa, but I can do a live stream on me how to do it. But I know it's taking me a little while to get these peas, garbanzo beans, or chickpeas, however you want to call it. But give me a few more minutes and I will be done. And as you know, you started off as, circle beans, but now they're all mashed up. And you don't have to mash them down. It's just a preferred thing for the consistency of the taste. So everything blends in together really, really well. So you want to make sure you mash down as much as you can. Okay, so we got that. Next, we're going to add in the seaweed sheets. Some people have no idea what them are, but I do these right here. Organic sushi nori. These is the brand that I use when I want something to taste like fish. I be making vegan catfish nuggets with artichoke hearts, and I use these. You can eat this by itself, and it's good. Some people eat it with noodles, If you go to like the Asian restaurant or Vietnamese restaurant, they will serve this or kale. But this is seaweed. It comes from the ocean. Comes from the ocean. There's many different ways to get seaweed, like Chinatown or your local health food store or Wally World, aka Walmart. Um, City markets, uh, farmers markets, places of that nature. This is Ezriyah S. Meet me halfway on your block. You could be anywhere in the world, but you're right here with your girl, and I really appreciate everyone who stopped by this evening. For me to make me a middle evening snack slash lunch, and I am making vegan tuna, and I am making it with garbanzo or chickpeas. The first thing that I did was put this over in a bowl, and I smashed them down with a fork. And then I added my seaweed in there. You're going to put 2 sheets. I already put 1. Now we're about to put the second sheet. Hello, everyone who is entering into the chat. This is Ezriyah Scott, meeting halfway on your block. You can be anywhere in the world, but you're right here with your girl. And I'm making vegan tuna. And this right here are the seaweed sheets. I took 2 of them. And I'm going to enter them over here into the bowl after I break them down. We have garbanzo beans or chickpeas. This is what is a main ingredient inside of the vegan tuna. It give it that, since this is from the ocean, seaweed is from the ocean, it give it that fishy taste, the fishy taste, consistency taste. Now, another thing that I also like doing when it comes to making my vegan beans, or should I say beans, taste like meat, what I would do is I put turmeric and also pepper, black pepper, as a mixture with my ingredients. Now, that is the key to making beans or mushrooms taste like meat. The combination of ground turmeric and black, you have to use both of them because if you don't, it has a different taste. Ooh, I'm just bouncing all over. So you want to use a teaspoon and a half of turmeric and a half a teaspoon of pepper. You also can add your salt if you are a salt person. I do salt, but I do a little paprika, onion powder, garlic salt, and garlic powder. Them are the ingredients that I will use. You don't have to go with the particular ingredients, but the number 2 ingredients to add would be, and please remember, is the turmeric and also the black pepper. The combination of the two has a consistency taste that makes things that are vegan taste more like a meat. So after that, I also will have my red onion or purple onion, however you want to call it. So I cut me some of this up. They say you could use about 4 to 5 tablespoons. It depends on the kind of person that you are. If you like a lot of onion, I say go for it. If you don't like a lot of onion, just put very little. If you don't like onion at all, perfect. But the benefits of just adding a little onion to where you don't taste it will be even amazing. Just the beneficial factors that it does to the inside of your body when you eat the onion. Some people, like myself, can eat onion raw. I used to eat them more so as a kid. When I was a kid, people would say, "Is that an apple you're eating? What color apple is that?" And I'm like, this is a onion." But it helped my digestive system really, really well. And I became less and less sick when I did stuff like that. So like my whole class would be sick, but I'm the only one there because I was eating raw onion and stuff. And like I said earlier, if you eat something spicy and it's hard for you to get that spice away and you need to get it away fast, if you have celery or if you have cucumber, either or, both of these will cool down your taste buds. All right, now we're going to go ahead and cut about 2 stalks of these on up. And this give it that crunch and also a flavor that is like bursting when you bite into it. It does not have like a direct taste when you bite into it when it comes to your tuna salad that we're making right here, or your tuna sandwiches, because the mixture of everything together. But I prefer to use about 1.5 of these, but the more or less, depending on how much you can take. But if you're making yours spicy, you may want to add a little bit more, because celery and cucumber are two things that cool down your taste buds when you've eaten something or drunk something that's super spicy. So we're gonna go ahead and cut up a little bit more of this celery. I appreciate everybody for stopping by. This is Ezriyah Scott, meet me halfway on your block. You could be anywhere in the world, but you're right here with your girl, and I appreciate that. Today we are making vegan tuna. The first thing we did was drain this can, and then we mashed the beans up with a fork. We added in two nori sheets, which is seaweed, as you see. I added in turmeric, black pepper, onion salt, and garlic pepper. If you're the kind of person who do eat salt on a normal, you could put in a pinch of salt. I don't do salt at all, so I will not be adding none of that into my tuna salad. So far, so good. I know, right? So we also squeeze a little of lemon juice in to give it that little dash of flavor. This is a plant-based mayo. This is vegan mayo, plant-based mayo. I'm gonna add some of this over in there. So basically, if this was tuna, everything that you would put in a tuna salad or a tuna, how would you call it? Tuna, however you make your tuna, whatever you add in it, basically is what we're adding in it now. But my ingredients are like vegan mayo. Other than that, there isn't like a vegan turmeric or a vegan black pepper. Now, there's two ways that we can do this. After I get done mixing it up, we can put it inside of a lettuce sheet and eat it just like this, crunch munch. Or today I'm going to try this. I ordered this and it came right on time. Some Italian loaf. This bread looks amazing. We're going to toast this up, throw a little vegan butter. Yes, there is vegan butter for people that do not know. There is vegan butter. We're going to toss some of that on there. And we are going to eat this thing. Yes, we are. We are going to tear this thing up. And we are making vegan tuna. I used some of this last night because I made some last night. I just did not make enough for today, but I'm glad I didn't, because now you guys get to see how I make it. And I think I'm going to give myself just a little bit more mayo, just a little bit more, because I also add some on my lettuce, and I'm going to also add some inside the bread. So a little bit more of this mayo. And then we're going to move on to toasting the bread. Excuse me, guys. I don't mean to be too noisy in your ear. But after I mix this up, I'm going to give it a little taste. Okay. I did my thing with that, y'all. We must not forget that we're going to cut up our tomato. So we're going to step over here. Slice and dice a tomato. Voila. Isn't that pretty? We could sit them over here with the other clean vegetables. The cucumber, the lettuce, the tomatoes. I always like adding a little fresh cilantro. I put that on top of my lettuce and my tomatoes, and then I add a little dash. I be a little greedy when I dash it inside of my tuna salad. Mix that bad boy up. All right. Now I put my extras over here. Going to the disposal. Mm-hmm. Now, like I was just telling you, I just ordered this. Yes, I do put black salt in this. Black salt and brown turmeric. Salute to the Bluetooth and everyone who has entered into the live stream. I really appreciate you for being here. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you're right here with your girl, Ezriyah S. Meet me halfway on your block. Now, what I am going to do is get my trying to see how to. We're gonna put about that much. Throw that bad boy over in the oven. But first, I want to slice it down. Or should I? Ooh, y'all should see. Y'all should feel how soft that is. The words just went through my head. I can't say out loud because it would have sounded too. I don't know. But wow, look at this. I like that. I like that. I'm going to put some vegan butter on the inside of this. And if anyone forgot what the vegan butter looks like, right here, baby, baby. Baby, baby. There we go. We're going to go ahead and we're going to butter up the inside. Look at the inside, real buttery. Ooh, so soft, so buttery. Okay, now I'm gonna take some of this butter and put it on top too. This is gonna be so good, y'all. I know this isn't a butter knife, but no sense in me grabbing a butter knife when I was already using this knife to just slice this open just like that. Now we're gonna put this over in the oven, okay? All right. Now with that being said, we're gonna step back over here and I'm gonna let everybody see what the vegan tuna looks like. I think I want to add no, I'm not gonna do that. That's gonna be overpowering. Thank you. Yep. It smells. If you guys could smell this, like the smell of this, like I could just eat it like this. Yum 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 yum. It smells so delicious. So delicious. I'm over here trying not to fight with my but I found myself doing it. With the mayonnaise bottle, the vegan mayo, plant-based mayo. They have vegan or plant-based almost any and everything. Instead of sugar, agave tastes amazing. If you didn't know about seaweed and kiwi, kiwi and seaweed, kiwi and seaweed, here's some seaweed sheets. This is what I use to give it the fishy flavor. The fish flavor is the kiwi and the seaweed, or the seaweed and the lemon. To give it the meat flavor, the meaty flavor, I use the black pepper and the turmeric. Black pepper and turmeric. You can add salt and pepper if you would like, but turmeric and pepper alone makes it taste meaty. Meaty. They give it a meaty kind of taste. So just a couple more minutes of the bread in the oven, the bun in the oven. And let me close this over here. And for people that are watching, I'm not a potato chip person. I'm not. But I do have two type of chip here, and I don't want it to go to waste. So should I eat Funyuns with my sandwich, or should I eat salt and vinegar chips with my sandwich? I'm gonna let chat decide. I'm gonna let the community decide. I appreciate everyone for stopping by. You are welcome. You are welcome. Thank you for stopping by. You are very welcome to any and everybody who is here. We are making vegan tuna. We're about to whip up the sandwich. And also, I'm going to plate one of my small lettuces and show you how you do that. If you were to do it, this is how you would do it. And yeah, I really just appreciate everybody who is here supporting me. And I like the people that's in the background that's not saying anything. Thank you for being here. You are too helping my channel grow. The ones who like to come by and get tidbits of information to take to their channel and utilize it, you are very welcome. I am here to support everyone. The people that don't like me, muchas gracias. Thank you very, very much. Thank you so much. You think okay? I know. Plain chips would have been the bomb. And knowing me, I would have threw some hot sauce on them. I don't know why I do that. That's something I picked up along the way. But yes, I do agree with that shit. But okay, I think I'm gonna go with what the crowd say go with. Chat has spoken within the community. Right, Scott, meet me halfway where? On your block, because you could have been anywhere in the world, but you're with your girl. And everyone has spoken. This is what we're gonna go with, y'all. This is what we're gonna plate it up with. Now we already threw the vegan butter onto the bread, right? We went in for the bread. So now what we're going to do, oh my goodness, y'all, this bread turned out magnificent. Wait till you see this. Now this is a treat, I'd say. Okay, here we go. Okay, cut the oven off. Grab my buns with my thongs. Can y'all see that? Can you see that? Hear that? Oh my goodness. Look at that. Look at that inside. That inside is something else, yo. Okay. So this is how we're going to do this. I knew what I was going to do with them onions. Yep. I am going to give me some extra onions. Y'all know them purple onions I was cutting up, or red onions I was cutting up earlier. Well, I think I'm going to double back on those. And I'm going to show you exactly what I'm going to do with them. But here we go right here with the plate. We're going to take our vegan mayo. And we're going to toss it up in there. Now, if we was going to do our little lettuce piece on the side like this, after we already seasoned the lettuce with a little cilantro and a little garlic powder and onion powder, you put that in there like that, okay? Now, the next thing you would do is, for the lettuce, you would take your tomato and set it just like that. And then you would take your scoop and you would scoop it right on up in there. You can put as little or as much as you like. See, this is vegan, so it's very healthy. So the more you eat, the healthier you're going to be. You can be greedy when it comes to being vegan. How does that look, everybody? You want to taste it? As a matter of fact, I am not greedy. Here we go. Take a bite. Oh, do you want it from this side? I'll try from this side. Let's try from this side. There we go. There we go. Oh. Don't want it to fall. There we go. Get you some. If you could just now entering in the room, get you a bite. I'm giving everybody a bite. Here you go. I just plated the piece of lettuce. I put the tomato on there, and then I put the vegan tuna up in there. Okay. And the bread, we already put the, we already buttered the bread and put the mayo over in there. I want some more mayo, but I ran out. Y'all, this mayo, the vegan mayo is so good. There we go. We're going to do that. And then we take the tomato. You lay one in there on one side. You lay one in on the other side. And that's seasoning I put on my tomatoes. There we go. The next thing you would do is take your scoop and you will toss it over in there. Take your scoop. And you get that bad boy. You squeeze that bad boy up in there. Get as much or as little as you like up in there. And then them red onions I was telling y'all about, I'll come over here and grab some. And I'll lay them on top. I'll lay them on top. And if you are still here with me, I really appreciate that. Can you scale this from a 1 to a 10 off a presentation and off of me cooking, well, preparing it right here, right now? Is this from 1 to 10? What would you rate it? And then I was told to go ahead and plate it with some Funyuns. So we're going to do this. I got a 10 for the win. Thank you so much. I got a 10 for the win. I had to take a screenshot. I appreciate it. Thank you. Here's your plate. This is free. It's on me. You was here through the whole thing. This is your free plate. Enjoy. Bon appetit. This is Ezriyah Scott. Meet me halfway. Where? On your block. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you was right here with your girl. Cooking with Ezriyah. Cooking with Ezriyah. Cooking with Ezriyah.